Moto likes you. Here he comes.
Big. I like 'em chunky. I like 'em big. I like 'em
Are we really live?
We lost all of our monitors.
Here we go.
What just happened? Hey, everybody.
Everyone loves ranked mode.
Yeah, so this one gives you, if you're the faction that wins, you get 4 XP boost. Second place faction gets 3 XP boost. Third place gets 2 XP boost. It starts Vanquisher Challenge again, but we see next week on the 14th, it begins our seasonal event. And you see that it goes until the 28th. You see that it's blurred out, though. We don't really share much. I have been given approval.
Oh.
What?
Hey, what just happened?
Oh, I don't like this new thing where the screen goes completely black. I don't.
So basically for weekly quests, we are now adding 2 new objective types. So you'll be either encountering, so we'll have a total of 3. So we'll have the eliminate objective, which is the regular one you've seen all along right now. So kill the enemies in front of you. We're adding a kill target, we're calling it. So basically, out of the enemies in front of you, you're going to have one that's tagged by the icon above his head. Kill that guy, and you're done. The other bots that are there in front of you are there only to go get in your way. So that's the second one. And the third one, which was kind of requested a lot, is
We're removing revenge gain from 1v1 or outnumbering scenarios. So this means you're in a duel in a 4v4 mode, you don't get revenge. Your opponent doesn't get revenge. You're us versus one person, the other person can still get revenge, we can't get revenge. Super cool.
Yeah.
At the same time, we're going to slightly increase the rate of gain of people who are in 1v2, 1v3, or 1v4 scenarios, and they will go from, the multiplier will be 0.7 for 1v2, which was 0.5, 0.9 for 1v3, which was 0.75, and 1 for 1v4, which was 0.8. So you should get it slightly faster when you are defending.
Yeah. Dope.
9 with Warlord. Now we're doing with Shinobi. So slide tackle now will hit at 600 ms and not at 300 ms as it used to. So this should remove this basically from 1v1, or at least highly nerf it from 1v1 play and still be viable in 4v4s. That's what we're going for. As compensation on Shinobi, just small stuff, but should be pretty cool. Zone attack, the third strike, is going to be feintable in this patch next week.
Okay. So that's Shinobi. Jang Jun.
Small thing here, but we'll see more interesting stuff in the feats in just a second. In the fight kit, we're removing uninterruptible stance on the Do, Shi, Choke strike. So as you would reach out and choke, you would have armor. That's been removed. The idea being that this is your 1v1 or try to knock down for out of stamina move, and use his own attack for 28 damage in the cases where there's multiple or you care more about damage.
It's also, this is more in line with some of the changes you've done with other characters too, right? Like with
Exactly.
Demon's Embrace used to have it, right?
Exactly. So we're just trying to make it a little more
consistent.
Exactly, and so that you can't slam multiple people while the opponent is stuck in this.
Cool.
Basically, the way it works is, depending on how many nearby enemies there are, there's different thresholds. So just kind of read you as we go. If there's no nearby enemies, you will now get 10, used to be 25. If there's 1 nearby enemy, you'll get 15, used to be 40. If there's 2 nearby, it is now 20, used to be 55. If there's 3 nearby enemies, you get 25, used to be 70. If there's 4 nearby enemies, you'll now get 30, used to be 85. And the cooldown is doubling to 2 minutes instead of 1 minute.
Significant nerf.
It is a very large nerf.
Yeah.
However, before it was a free, everybody get full HP, and basically you don't lose group fights where you have Jang Jun sticking around.
Right.
Or you could extraordinary banners there. We think that's a little more useful for...
For sure. It can be your last act as you're dying.
Exactly. And now you're still helping the commander or something like that, right?
And that happens quite often, actually. Yeah, just at the last second, you do your feat, and you get killed almost right away.
Yeah.
Okay, let me rephrase that.
Happens
it
to
happens
you a
to
lot?
me quite often. but I am a team
altruistic,
player,
right?
so
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
I've always said
I
that
love
about
it.
you.
I love it. That's cool.
And then perks.
Perks. We're buffing 6 of them. Basically, these are the weakest effect, lowest picked. Where that kind of intersection happens, we've decided to buff these ones. And should make them a little more viable. Survival Instinct, when in critical health, gain 25%
we're
stamina cost reduction.
revamping the Archer Zone 5. So in the second phase, the one that's in the middle, we're making the spaces a little bit more easier to keep and streamlining the experience a little bit. They were hard to keep or to take, actually, from the attacker point of view.
Okay.
That's usually where things stalled mostly. So we fixed that. I'm not going to describe the changes. You'll see next week when you play. The other thing that
Streamlined, says the patch notes.
streamlined. Mathieu wrote this. If Mathieu says streamlined, he means streamlined.
They haven't seen this guy, but he's very streamlined.
He's very, very
He's
streamlined.
like a dolphin.
It's the no. Is it the blowhole on top of his head that
Yeah.
you're talking about? Okay. Like a dolphin. So anyway, so we've done a bunch of fixes. It does feel much better, and we are very anxious to see the results. Cool. The other thing that we've done on Hallowed Bastion, slight reorientation of the attacker spawn in all 3 phases, so that when you spawn, you have a better idea of what's going on. It's a little bit more oriented towards the archer point, so the moment you're...
Black Friars repost.
Oh, yes, Black Friars repost.
Yeah.
Not Vortigers. Sorry.
Vortiger is
Yeah,
the name of the guy.
I messed it up.
This is his class.
That's why I was stalling. I was waiting for you to put it up so I could say it correctly.
And for honor, baby.
Hell yeah!